guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am sharing my goals with you for the month of November. So if you set your own goals every month or you really enjoy goals videos, give this video a thumbs up and stick around. All right, so I feel like November is where the rubber meets the road for me because December, I kind of like to unhook and just forget all of the regular life stuff and just cozy up and enjoy the holiday, just the whole Christmas season. And so for me, in a lot of areas like homeschool and our family life and things like that, I kind of have some real tangible goals just to kind of get us prepared for a slower season and then pick back up in January with all the hustle and bustle that comes with a new year, fresh start, let's overhaul type of mentality. So for November, I like to really focus on just closing out, tying a bow on the year, and setting some things in cement before the slow but also crazy holiday season. So I'm gonna start with my family goal. Our family goal this month is prayer. I have implemented, which you guys may have seen, I just recently posted a day in the life, that I have implemented not only just prayer for our day, but individual prayer requests as part of our school morning, just for the kids to get into the habit of praying specifically for one another. John and I have also started spending some time in the mornings specifically praying for one another. Now, as a family, we do have times of prayer like before bed and before dinner and things like that, but they're very general. And I think that just within the walls of our home, we can really minister to one another by praying specifically and keeping up with one another in that way. So specifically, our family goal is just praying for one another during the school morning, really intentionally with certain prayer requests and things, just giving the kids time to share what's on their heart. But also my goal within that is just for John and I to really treat our situation with some reverence and pray over one another and our opportunities to minister to others and such. So John owns a business, and with that comes a lot of pressure, but also comes a lot of great opportunity to minister to clients and to employees, and he has definitely felt like he's had that opportunity. And so I felt really bad last month because I felt like I wasn't even giving it a thought that I could support him through prayer in the morning over his day before he leaves for work. And then same for me, I told him it would really mean a lot to me if he was able to pray just for my interactions with you guys, because I get messages all day long, and I love communicating with you guys. You guys mean a lot to me. And just over our homeschool day, my opportunity to minister to our kids and to have our kids minister back to my heart, and all sorts of other projects that we're involved with, and just the people we greet throughout our day, just praying over that and being aware of kind of the freedom that comes from not only being a business owning family, but also a homeschooling family. There's a lot of freedom and flexibility, and I want to do what we can with that, to be stewards with this freedom that the Lord has given us, and not just become comfortable and get used to it. So I work for myself, he works for himself, we homeschool for ourselves, and so we're not under anyone's thumb, so to speak, and in any area of our life really, except for our mortgage company. And so I really want to just treat that with respect, give that back to the Lord, and see what he would have for us. And for me, that would start with being intentional, praying specifically for the people that we encounter throughout our days and over one another. So that was longer than I thought. So family goal is just to get into a better habit of prayer. My personal goal, while I'm at it, speaking about spiritual things, is to just say, like, my well is dry. And I noticed that in my interactions with the kids, and I noticed that in my just overall demeanor. I've noticed I haven't really treated my body with much respect. I haven't taken the time to meal prep and make myself some good nutritious foods. I haven't even really eaten breakfast or sometimes lunch for days on end, and then I get really crabby. And I just need to kind of regroup before things get even busier. So one thing that I did, and I'll tell you now, is I set up a little space in my room to just refresh and to have a specific area to do my own Bible studies and reading, and to read with the kids before bed, and just kind of have that a little sacred space within my home. I've never felt like that was necessary until this year, and now I feel like, you know, we've been home more often than usual, and I'm not looking for an escape, so to speak, but I do need a place to go to quiet my heart when I'm homeschooling the kids, when tensions are high. So I did create that space in my room. I may show it to you guys. You guys might see me filming it a little bit here and there, because I actually just enjoy that space and I think it's pretty. And so that is one way. Another way that I plan to kind of tend to my heart a little more is just to evaluate the things that I see as self-care. I'll tell you a million things I don't see as self-care. I don't love, you know, to go to the store and shop. I'm not into going to get pedicures. It just doesn't refresh me. There's nothing wrong with it. I do those things, but they don't refresh me. And I think I just come to a point every few years in parenting where I like lose myself a little more and a little more, which isn't necessarily bad. I mean, you kind of have to, you have to give up a little bit of your life to parent sometimes, but I also don't figure out where I'm at. And I, you know, I lose pieces to my own little puzzle, but that's not to say that I can't also find new pieces that fit that puzzle, if that makes any sense. And so, whereas like 5 years ago, I would scoff at the idea of a bubble bath because I'm like, I don't like baths, it's hot, it's not refreshing. Maybe it is now. And so I've just kind of considered what does self-care look like for me right now? I know for one, working out and running specifically is self-care. I know that I, for the last at least 10 years, have actually enjoyed therapy, not necessarily, or counseling, you know, Christian counseling, not necessarily because there's even been an issue, but it's been a really refining, edifying opportunity for me. And so now that we are in a new church, I'm wanting to seek a new Christian counselor, because our counselor in the past was our pastor at our old church, and it was great counsel, but for other reasons, I won't be going back there. And so I'm going to try to find a good fit for myself this month as well, as far as that goes. So that's my personal goal. Homeschool. Once again, I'm kind of like it's not going to be a big surprise when I share our holiday homeschooling plans, which I am sharing early in the second week of November. Just if you've been asking me, I do plan to share our homeschool through December plans sooner than later. But I've kind of let you guys know in a million ways what those plans look like. One of those ways is that in December, I don't want to be doing any more, at least for the first 2 weeks, and then I think we'll probably take the last couple weeks of the month off. But I don't want to be doing any more than like 30 minutes of academic work a day in the month of December. I have a bunch of things that I want to do, or not a bunch of things, but I have a couple things that I want to give the space for in our day. And so because of that, I don't want to be doing a ton of academics. I also can't not do any academics completely, because I do like to take time off in January for us to travel and things like that. And so it was a one or the other kind of a situation. So what I want to do in November is give a little bit of emphasis on the academics so that we can let off the gas a little bit in December and kind of get us to a good place where we're just doing some maintenance work and just kind of keeping up with it, so that we can then break a little bit in January and we won't be so lost. But if you guys remember, I'm a year-round homeschooler, specifically so that I can take 4 or 5 weeks off in the summer and then 4 or 5 weeks off in the winter. So that might not work for everyone, but for us, you know, there are just times where you can hit the gas and times where you can let off a little bit. And so this is November is kind of like a hit the gas month for us. Lots of fun things to do in November too, which we will be doing, but you know, we're gonna be extra sure to make sure we're doing our reading lessons and our math lessons and things like that, so that we can just get into like a maintenance phase a little bit here in the winter. And then parenting. This goes along with me saying like my well is dry. I can always tell, and I think I might have mentioned this, I don't know if I did actually the other day. I can always tell when I haven't spent quality time with my kids. There's a few things that are kind of like my homeschool temperature check. Playing board games is one of them, and puzzles is another. Those are things where if I'm not seeing those in my house, if there's no puzzle that we're doing that's in progress, if there are no board games besides homeschool board games that we're playing, I can tell that I just haven't put in much quality time with my kids. Those are some of the things that we enjoy doing other than being outside together. And those are things that really speak to my kids' hearts and my heart as well. And just playing in general. Jesse asked me the other day if I could just have fun with him. And you know, a little bit later we were laughing about something and he said, "You're doing it." I said, "What?" He said, "You're having fun." Like, he doesn't think I can have fun. So, and that's just, you know, just being real with you guys. Like, when I jump in the pool with the kids and get my hair wet, they're like, "Oh my gosh, you're in the pool." So there are definitely, you know, gaps there as far as like where I'm willing to and sometimes not willing to put in effort. So I would like to be sure, and it's actually right here. I got this puzzle when I was in North Carolina recently, and then I also got another one from the same place, a Rocks and Gem one. I love these Cavallini Co. puzzles. My kids love jigsaw puzzles that take a long time. The last time we did one was in April. And so it's been a long time and I had no excuse because, you know, we've been home a lot more this year. So I want to do this one this month. I want to get it completed. I'll probably throw it up on Instagram in progress so you guys can hold me accountable. Feel free to ask me midway through November, how's that puzzle coming along? Just so I can get a little boost. And then I'm actually looking at some fun ones to do in December because I've always wanted to do like a Christmassy winter scene one in December. So I'm gonna try to do a puzzle with my kids this month that doesn't sound like much of a goal, but it represents a bigger picture, which is just to carve out some time to spend quality time with my kids and not just be their teacher and their chauffeur, because all that was self-inflicted. They didn't ask for me to be that for them. They just want me to be their mom. So those are my goals for the month of November. If you guys share similar goals or have goals of your own, leave those in the comments down below. And as always, and I don't think I say this enough, if you guys like these videos, give them a thumbs up, please, because that actually really helps my channel out. It's a free way for you to really support my channel. It's much more beneficial than you know. So give this video a thumbs up if you guys like these videos, and I will see you soon. Bye, friends.